Hey guys, this video will focus on finding volume of a rectangular prism. I want to refresh our memory on some vocabulary on rectangular prisms. So I have 3 rectangular prisms. There are 6 faces. So prisms are named by the shape of their base, and they have 2 bases that are parallel and congruent. Congruent meaning they're the exact same measurement. In a rectangular prism, you can actually pick your bases if you want to, because the answer would still be right. So let me show you what I mean. I could say the left side is the base. That means the right side would be the other base, because remember, like I said, they have to be parallel and congruent. The distance between the bases is known as height. On the second one, I'm going to pick the top as my base, so meaning the bottom will be the other base. The distance between my bases will be height. The last one, I'm going to pick the front and the back. So that means here's my height. The formula for volume of a rectangular prism is V equals big B times H. Big B means area of the base, so you're actually going to just hear me say area of the base. And as I said earlier, the height is the distance between the bases. V is volume, basically, which is just the amount of capacity that a 3D object can hold. Something that maybe be real life is like a sandbox or a swimming pool or a cereal box. Let's go ahead and jump into some examples. So for the first one, it says, determine the volume of a cereal box if it's 3/4 full. So in other words, it's not completely full. I'm going to go ahead and pick the top as my base. So that means the other one on the bottom would be my parallel and congruent base. 15 would be my height. The first thing I have to do is find the area of the base. And that's base times height. That would give me 2 and 7. So that's 14 inches squared. We're not done because we actually have to find the volume, so that involves multiplying the area of the base times height. So the area of my base is 14 and my height is 15. When you multiply those two, you're going to get 210 inches cubed. I'm going to show you a visual way to solve it. This is definitely not the only way. I just think a visual representation may be easier for kids. Fraction bar 3/4. That means I'm going to have 4 parts, and they should be equal. All 4 of them are 210. But I need to know what each part is because I only need 3 of them. When you divide by 4, you'll get 52.5. Okay, I only need 3 of those, so I would actually multiply 52.5 by 3, or I could just do 210 minus 52.5. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. That would give me 157.5 inches cubed. That would be for 3/4. Okay, for the next problem, it says a fish tank is 14 inches wide by 14 inches long, 12 inches high. The fish tank will be filled halfway with water. How many cubic inches of water will be in the fish tank? So the part that they're trying to trick us on is the halfway. So what that means is you're going to find the volume of the rectangular prism, and then at the end you're going to just divide by 2. First thing you want to do, since they didn't give us a picture, is draw our own picture for the rectangular prism. I'm just going to grab one from the internet. My drawing skills are not great, so So we're going to label it accordingly. 14 by 8. Obviously the picture is not drawn to scale. I'm going to decide that my top and my bottom are my bases. I always want to shade them. Oops. First thing we have to do is find the area of the base. Just base times height. 14 by 8. So when I multiply 14 times 8, that will give me 112. That's just the area of the base. Now I'm going to go to plug it in. The height is 12. So I'm going to multiply the area of the base times 12, which will give me 1,344 inches cubed. Okay. However, we said half, so that means I'm going to divide this by 2. And then when I divide by 2, I should get 672 inches cubed. All right, let's go to another problem. Okay, so this one involves decimals, and I think it's a good opportunity to review decimals. So the first thing we're going to do is shade our bases, and I'm just going to stick with the popular top and bottom. So we have to find the area of the base, which is base times height. It's 4.1 or 4 1/10. We don't actually have to line up decimals. We just multiply like regular. So 1, 4. Okay, so our had one decimal place, another. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that means I have to put 2 back in. So that means the area of my base is 16.81. I'm not done. I actually need to plug this in. Okay, so this is a lot of numbers to multiply by. We're not lining up decimals. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times 6 is 24, 25 to 27. Carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. Okay, so we're going to count our decimal places. That's 2. That's 1, so that means I need 3. So the volume would be 68.921 or 68 and 921 thousandths centimeters cubed. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you.